Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to present one of our students. His name is Nick Williams. I had him for a class, small business experience. And during this course, he actually developed a full business plan. They did a poster presentation, and he also did PowerPoint. This was a requirement for all our students, and they were seniors. So, and I'm glad to announce he actually applied for the MBA program. Thanks. Nick.
Good evening, my name is Nick Williams, and today I'm presenting my business plan. So to the average user, you might look at this and say, what does OVR society mean? And I actually pronounce this over society, and it's more so like a feeling, and I'll get into more of that on the next slide, but our main tagline is embracing individuality, empowering authenticity. And so about over society, I define this as a sense like a feeling or disillusionment or disconnect from the norms, expectations, and values of society. Now, you may be like my mom and ask, well, what does that mean? It basically is just a way of feeling or how you would express yourself of how you feel in a certain situation. For me, I'm an introvert, and so oftentimes I don't know how to like communicate, I guess, or I feel excluded in certain situations. So this is just kind of a way of embracing that. The problem behind this, or the stigma that relates to this brand, would be around 30% of young adults feel a sense of loneliness. And this is according to USA Today. That number has decreased since COVID. At the height of COVID, it was around 60%, and it actually decreased to 30%, but it is still above that rate pre-COVID, above that rate before COVID. So our solution would be empowering connection. Over society will use the power of social media to advertise our clothing, but also relay our brand's reputation and tagline. And this would be done through storytelling, inclusivity, authenticity, as well as community building. Now, an additional idea that I have behind this is creating a Facebook group. And behind that group would be a community for those who tell their stories, as well as connect with those like-minded individuals. And as I grow as a group, I would like to offer, or kind of like sell it, like membership exclusive to the group. And within that group, you'll have resources to therapists, psychologists, as well as other things of that nature. So our target market would be young adults with a broader appeal, and our ideal customer would be youthful rebels, global citizens, art enthusiasts, as well as mental health advocates. Our marketing strategies would, of course, be pop-up shops, interviews, drop trailers, and holidays exclusive. We're going to get into more about holidays later, but a strong social media presence is something that we would hope to have as well. And studies have shown that a strong social media presence within brands or businesses tends to retain customers, as well as for small businesses, you're able to show that you can be trusted, that you're a legitimate business, and that you have a presence. And so competition, we have Introvert Studios, and that's kind of more reflects a small boutique, and they're exclusively online. I'll get into some differences that I expect to give to my audience in the next slide. But we have Hot Topic, which is a retail store, and they appeal to our audience as well. They appeal to alternative subcultures, and of course they're retail and have a known presence. And then we have Amazon, Minimum, and Boohoo, which are exclusively online retail stores, but they have an expanded amount of clothing and things of that nature. So the differences between Over Society is that we will provide affordable clothing, sustainability, rewards program. And the rewards program would be based off of trying to retain those customers and rewarding them for being with us as well. And with this, of course, again, going back to holidays, something we could do for Mental Health Awareness Month is providing some of our proceeds to mental health organizations. And one that I was looking at is activeminds.com. And so for others, we have stolen designs. Some people may have noticed Shein kind of steals and takes away from businesses, fast fashion or high price clothing with cheap material. And so here we have product offering. You may look at this and again be like my mom, think it's demonic, but it's actually just reflecting Halloween. It's more so, of course, showing our brand name and trying to appeal to those customers, but again, it's the holidays. And so this will be maybe our startup collection. It will be 4 t-shirts with 4 different sizes. And then this would be for September, gearing up for the Halloween as well. And so our collections would be feature a fusion of art, fashion, as well as empowerment and streetwear designs. So here I have a pricing overview, and our original t-shirt cost breakdown would have been $12 for production, $5 for shipping, and markup, we had to mark it up to make our money back for $11. And so that would almost be around $28 to $30. Now, for a random brand, you may be like, why would I spend $30 for a t-shirt? But I was able to do some research and conduct an analysis and be able to get that product down to $7. Shipping would stay the same at $5, and markup would be $7, so around the $20 point. And so here with me, I have one of the designs that you may have seen previously. This was kind of just my first one. It's kind of faded because it washed and it got faded. And then you have, the quality is kind of rough. You can have and the story behind, or image behind that, would be the scorpion is known as an antisocial animal. They only interact during 3 stages of their life, which is cannibalism, intercourse, and as well as birth. And so here I have the updated cost breakdown, and it reflects the updated one. And it's more softer, it's kind of thicker. Let me check the collar. Overall better shirt. So here we have our launch budget, and it's made into a pie chart. For inventory, that would be those 4 shirts that you saw, and it'll reflect the 4 different sizes, and that's about 27%. And then we have shipping supplies, which includes the shipping label, the shipping, the printing, and things of that nature. Storage is pretty self-explanatory. Marketing, we hope to keep marketing under 10%, which is still kind of high, so around that 6% mark for our initial launch. That's about $150. Fees, we have fees such as filing for an LLC, trademarking, and of course the e-commerce platform that we will be using. And then samples and feature releases, those would fall into that category. So here we have a financial outlook, and I've broken these down into gears. Our first year will kind of be more so a word of mouth marketing, just me explaining to people what my brand is and what I hope to achieve with it. And so as we go up, we will increase our revenue. By year 2, I will hope to do pop-up shops and expanding my audience and telling more people about it. And by year 5, I will hope to be a 6-figure business and on my own retail store. And this is just a timeline of the achievements and future goals that I have. I've already filed for trademark. I've come up with the 4 different designs, as well as found manufacturers overseas. I have a manufacturer for the t-shirts. I have a manufacturer for beanies, as well as cut and sew for large productions as well. I also have a completed website, which I'll show the QR code when I get to the end, and purchase similar domains. So if you were to type in OVR Society, you would still be prompted to OVR Society. And then for the future, I hope to finalize that trademark, get the LLC, increase our product offering to hoodies, beanies, hats, and then of course hire more positions. And this is the code if you would like to check out that website, look at the Instagram or anything. Any questions?
So will this brand be size inclusive?
Yes. So right now I only have 4 sizes for that initial drop because it was made in the US and they didn't really offer beyond 2X, but that is something that I'm willing to do. I want to do actually. Yeah.
What did you use to design the images?
So some of these images were designed off Instagram, or you'll contact them for a third-party seller and they'll design them for you. So you kind of just tell them what you are thinking about and they'll help you.
Other questions?
Selling online,
Was there
I'm selling online.
exclusively online and then eventually retail store.
One more, Jeff?
Yeah, I may have missed what you said. So I got the business. So you're like, so you didn't answer the question about design. So is it you or is there a group of you that are working on this?
So it's really just me and my ideas, and then I'll reach out to somebody to design like what I'm thinking of, and they'll design it. Or I can like go on Instagram and find something related to it.
I can see you getting a design team kind of around that theme. I can see that working.
Yes, that's what the timeline for the future. Yeah.
All right, let's thank our speaker.